Okay, so now the title screen has this, this is the base game, Talos Principle 2, and now we are, the DLC has 3 different like sections, and in each section you play as a different character, which is new. In the base game you only played as 1K, and I think they increase in difficulty is my guess. Orpheus Ascending, take your brain for a ride through the laser grid and explore the philosophy of love, death, and resurrection with Hypatia and Cerebi. The classic laser mechanics of the series are pushed to the limit in unexpected ways, testing your ability to think differently. Isle of the Blessed. Embark on a puzzle-driven adventure set on a stunning Caribbean island. Solve an array of fresh medium difficulty puzzles, culminating in the hexahedron. And Into the Abyss. Return to one of the most dramatic moments from the Talos Principle 2 while being challenged with extremely difficult puzzles. Wow. So I need to remind myself what happened in the Talos Principle 2. If a thing loves, it is infinite. So at the end of Talos Principle 2, we did the Golden Gate ending, and we freed Miranda, the daughter of Athena and Cornelius, and then we saved Athena, right? And I think we chose to grow the society, and we got a good ending where like the city flourished and had like kind of like a futuristic style to it several years down the line.
All right, I think that's it. The new body's ready for the transfer.
It's Melville.
How's the reassembly algorithm?
Done.
Well then, somebody just needs to go in there and disentangle the data. Ah, and here comes our expert.
So we play as 1K, the same character that we played in the base game for this first section.
Thank you for agreeing to this, 1K. Perhaps together we can right an old wrong.
Cornelius.
When I was lost in my own grief, I spent a lot of time thinking about Hypatia and Cerebi. How they found each other, how they lost each other, and how beautiful it would be if we could reunite them.
Okay,
For
it's
the
coming back
longest
to me now.
time, it was only a daydream, but not anymore. In the myth of Orpheus, the ancient bard descends into the underworld to bring back his beloved wife, who
Hades
died
reference.
in a tragic accident. With the power of his music, he convinces Hades and Persephone to free her.
Hey.
But he is told that she must walk behind him, and he must not look back at her until they have left the underworld. And so, of course, in every version of the myth, he looks back.
Of course.
Because he doesn't trust the gods, or because he is an imperfect man, or because he simply forgets. And death is triumphant once again.
Sag.
We've accepted that triumph for a long time, because we had to, because what else could we do? But the world changes, and we are not the frightened, powerless creatures we once were.
That's kind of beautiful. The story
Perhaps
is
it's time to say enough, and let Orpheus complete his ascent.
Ooh, poetic. Okay, so Miranda and Hypatia, I remember now, they were a couple in this robot society of Talos Principle 2. And I think one of them, sorry, not Miranda, it was Hypatia and Cerebi are the two lovers. They were a couple. One of them, I think, died in...
You will have to collect all of
in an
Cerebi's
accident?
data fragments so that we can reconstruct her personality. I'll monitor you from here, just like last time.
If you guys...
Good luck, kiddo.
If you guys remember the base game of Talos Principle 2, there was a time where the robot society was expanding, right? Trying to build a new city. But then there was an accident at the new city resulting in a huge explosion that destroyed the city and killed some of their fellow robot members. And I think Hypatia, or was it Cerebi, one of them were killed in that accident, and then so the other one was grief-stricken. Oh, the terminals. These computer terminals were not in Talos Principle 2, but they were in Talos Principle 1. And they have more lore. Welcome to the internal messaging systems version 0.4. User Sarabai. You have 3 unread messages. Cannot access. Not goodbye. Open message, not goodbye. From Hypatia to Sarabai. Subject, not goodbye. I don't know what this is. I don't know why I'm writing this. In all likelihood, you can't even read this because so little of your consciousness is left, and what's left of your battery is dying. Okay, so it was Sarabai that got destroyed. Hypatia lived. They say it's impossible to recover you, and the backups were all destroyed. I wish we'd backed ourselves up in New Jerusalem before we left, but space was so limited, and we would have had to wait so long. Except, of course, it's nothing compared to the empty years that stretch before me now. I don't have the words to express what you mean to me. I tried to sum it all up, to say something elegant and beautiful and perfect, and I can't. Maybe it can't be said. Maybe it only exists as days and years live together, a sequence of moments bound together like a string of lights defying the darkness of the sky. I don't know. All I know is that this is not goodbye. It may be the end of you, of us, of who I was, but I will not say goodbye. Love you forever, Hypatia. Oh. Technically, they were in the museum into... Oh, these computers. I didn't spend a lot of time exploring the museum or the city, but that's my bad. Alright. That's touching, though. So this is our quest. We're solving these puzzles to try to get some way of reuniting Hypatia and Sarabai? Of maybe resurrecting Sarabai? Alright, here we go. First puzzle. Is the graphics weird for anyone? The graphics kind of look weird to me, like kind of blurry. Motion blur strength is off. Let's try high to see if that's better. No, it still looks kind of blurry. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me? Maybe it's my eyes, honestly. My eyes been a little bit hurting lately. Or it could just... It looks not blurry, but like grainy. But it might be just like this effect of this filter. Okay, anyways. Let me know if you guys have any problems with it. Okay, what is this puzzle called? It is called Yield. We have an inverter. Old Man Eyes mode, yeah. We have a source, a red laser source, two red receivers, and a blue receiver. And in order to get to the ending, we need to activate a blue receiver. What does this red receiver do? Doesn't seem to do anything. This purple gate, we can't bring items to the purple gate. It makes me drop it. So if I try to connect this to this, what will happen is because of the crisscross, these lasers stop each other. If I block the red laser, the blue laser will go through and open the door, but if I try to run, this laser will block this blue laser again. So I think what we need to do is we also need to connect it to that, and then we have this blue laser. This laser blocks this red laser. It's like a defender. It like prevents the red laser from interrupting the blue laser, and then we get through. Nice. Pretty cool concept. This concept wasn't really used that much, I don't think, in Talos Principle 2.
When I was born, the first thing I felt was that I was alone. Not that I was lonely,
Sarabai,
but that I was separate, singular. There was the world, and there was myself, a contained entity. And this sense of separation, of a distinct self, was delightful. Individuality itself was a source of constant joy and wonder. What could be more incredible than to be able to say, I am?
Nice, we found a
If you get
Prometheus
stuck,
flame.
I've inserted some code that might help you bypass a few puzzles. It's not the most elegant work I've ever done, but it'll do the job.
That's what Prometheus flames do. They help you bypass puzzles. We never used one in the base game, and I don't plan on using one here if I can help it. But the DLC puzzles are definitely gonna be way harder, is my guess. Although, you know, this Pokemon said it's about the same as wait. It said about the same as Gehenna level, right? Gehenna was hard. I had to quit Gehenna. Crossing the river, level 2. Alright, so we've got like a bunch of three red laser sources, 2 receivers, which again kind of seem like they don't do anything. They're just there to be annoying. We have... I've only played the Orpheus module, okay. We have a connector. We have another connector. We have 2 connectors. We need to get the connector to there, right? Okay, that blocks this. Then maybe we also connect this to, like, this? How does this work? That doesn't really work. Oh, okay, here. So, okay, it does kind of work. So I can connect that to the source, and then connect this to that. No. To that? I think this will block 2 of them. No? No, it does not block 2 of them. I kind of... Okay, here's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna connect this to literally everything. And see what happens. I need one of these connectors to connect to the receiver, the blue receiver, right? And also get from the blue source or from this connector. Hey, Godfather Al, thank you for the 10 stream watch streak. The handsomest young bro, who is so pro, he would cause the woe and sorrow of his foe to grow as he rose from the shadow while playing commandos. You should have said Cromandos. Young Father Henry the hipster, beau, who only eats smashed avo on sourdough. That's amazing, Al. Are you coming up with these yourself? It's crazy. It's so good. Alright, so what have we accomplished here? I've successfully gotten past this area, but... Okay, so I guess I don't... Of course, nice. Like, I need... Okay, this is already very hard. This is already very hard. Like, you see how these sources are crisscross, right? You're known for these, only do them for special streamers I like. Aw, thank you, Godfather Al. Appreciate that, that means a lot. So, the source, there's one on this wall, and then one on this wall, and then one on this wall that staggers. Can I use this connector to also... I think... If... Okay, hold on. If something takes 2 inputs, what does it output? It outputs nothing. If it takes a blue input and a red input, it outputs nothing. Okay, I think I have an idea. I think I kind of have an idea. I think we take this and this and put that here. So that this setup blocks. This setup blocks this laser. That doesn't work because there's no way for the blue to cross. I need to find a way for the blue to cross. I missed the web portion of the stream, unfortunately. We should have a VOD. Oops, sorry, I tabbed out. We should have a VOD. And I'll also post stuff on YouTube later today. Not live is different though, for sure, I get it. I think this connector will also need to do some blocking. So like if I do something like this. So now I've blocked. That doesn't really work, does it? What if I take that source? Okay, so I don't need this one. Let me get rid of this one. So now we are... I also don't need this one. Oh, but if I don't have... if I don't have this one, I don't have a... If I don't have this one, it doesn't stop that. Oh, this is so tricky. How do I... Man, we're stuck on the second puzzle already. Okay. Right. Look, we're getting closer. So all I need now... I'm very close. We've blocked this laser by connecting that blue source to this connector. We've also blocked this laser by connecting that red source to this connector. And now the one more laser we need to block is this one. And we can maybe block it by taking that and connecting it there. Oh! Woo! Look at that! It worked! I have played Portal 1 and 2. Really good games. I think it worked. Holy crap, dude. That's so complicated for a second level. So how did we do this? How do I recreate this if I need to do this again? I mean, I think we just need to work through it, right? Like, utilize this. This connected to two sources. This one connected to that source to block this laser. And connected to that source to block the first laser. And then used, and then also received blue from the second connector, which received blue from the source. This blue line is intact, which then emits blue from the connector to that receiver, which in turn blocks this laser. And this laser, even when this is interrupted, I think I wonder what happens if I deselect that, will it still work? Is this cleaner? Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I need to reconnect this too in order for it to work, because this line, I need this line to get in the way of this laser half the time. Why does this keep switching? I don't understand why this switches. I don't think you have a perfectly efficient answer, or at least I can think it's been done differently. It's very possible. Pokemon. Alright, can someone explain to me why this is switching repeatedly? Oh, because, okay, because when this blue line blocks this red line, then this laser, right? This laser is not blocked and tries to go over there to the exit, to that receiver, which then blocks that blue line. So once this happens, it stops the blue line from going here, which then re-enables the red line from going to go here, and then the red line blocks this blue laser, and they go into like a cycle. But this cycle does not block this line, which is the important one, that gets the source from the blue to that connector to the second connector, and then we go to the exit. And this should be a solution, right? Yes. How would you have done it differently, Pokemon? How can we make it more efficient? There's so many lines going on. Yeah, this is a scary level 2. If level 2 is like this, like, I don't remember exactly, but I think I had the flashing. What had what flashing? Let's go get this. We're collecting Sarabai's memories or fragments of her personality.
As I grew, I realized that the more I
You don't think you had
developed
the
this
on-off
sense of
flashing,
self, the more enjoyable it became simply to exist. It wasn't selflessness that improved existence, but refinement of the self. When the ancients said that ego is something to set aside, they got it all wrong. Ego is something to nourish and shape. A work of art.
The reconstruction's working. Keep going, 1K.
All right. Sequence. What do we got? Pressure plate, which activates... Oh, no, which deactivates a blue wall. We have a connector, which we can connect the red to, I guess, that? What is that? Is that an... Oh, that's an RG... Oh, it's an accumulator. Okay. It's an accumulator. We can't connect through the fences. Wait, why is the sound effect so much louder than before? Effects volume. I don't remember the accumulator being this annoying. Oh my god, that sound is it just me or does that sound kind of annoying? Alright, so we can accumulate blue, I guess. And then I need to accumulate red. The idea here is to accumulate red, which I need then to connect that to that, right? But that will have, the red will get blocked by this source. What is happening over here? That's a laser source connected to another laser source? What? Wait, what is this? Oh no, it's a connector. It's a connector that's stuck to the wall, okay. I think I spread the seed kind of like Moses. Okay, I see. So you had like one open line down the middle. So I can... Basically what I want is I would want there to be like a connector over here somewhere so that I could use the accumulated blue to try to connect to that and then block this blue laser so that this connector could get to accumulate red on that. Oh, maybe like this. This should work. Oh, this actually should work. Maybe. I need to, I guess, stop, I need to take the accumulator, discharge the accumulator now, connect it to that, and then go stand here. Yes. This connector connecting to that red blocked this blue laser and allowed the connector to connect to the accumulator. And now we have the accumulator on red and we're good. This one was easier than number 2. I feel like this was an easier number 2.
My insights into the value of the self were genuine, I think. But of course, I was completely
This is
inexperienced. In fact, in many ways, I was like a human child. So I began to resent everything that intruded on that sense of self. My social obligations to the others, the leadership of Athena and Cornelius, even the obvious limitations imposed on us by our situation. Why did I have to exist in this particular historical moment, saddled with the task of reconstructing civilization?
Critical error. All systems compromised. Files recoverable. Peace.ttp, God.ttp, Eternity.ttp, Pain.ptp. Recover peace. An ethical philosophy of life / by Felix Adler. User highlighted. It is upon those we love that we must anchor ourselves spiritually in the last moments. The sense of interconnectedness with them stands out vividly by way of contrast at the very moment when our mortal connection with them is about to be dissolved, and the intertwining of our life with theirs. The living in the life that is in them is but a part of our living in the infinite manifold of the spiritual life. The thought of this as apprehended, not in terms of knowledge, but in immediate experience, begets the peace that passeth understanding. Oh my god, this English is too fancy for me. And it is upon the bosom of that peace that we can pass safely out of the realm of time and space. God.ttp. Essays. First series, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Oh god. That is like a name I have not seen in a long time that brings back bad memories from high school, like high school reading assignments. Ralph Waldo Emerson, what did he write? Thus we are put in training for a love which knows not sex nor person nor partiality, but which seeks virtue and wisdom everywhere, to the end of increasing virtue and wisdom. We are by nature observers and thereby learners. That is our permanent state, but we are often made to feel that our affections are but tents of a night. Though slowly and with pain the objects of the affections change, and as the objects of thought do, there are moments when the affections rule and absorb the man and make his happiness dependent on a person or persons. But in health, the mind is presently seen again, its overarching vault, bright with galaxies of immutable light, and the warm loves and fears that swept over us as clouds must lose their finite character and blend with God to attain their own perfection. Oh man. Oh, what is this? Pain.ttp. Username corrupted. I bet this is Hypatia. I don't have much time left. I never thought it would end this way. Never thought I would die alone sitting around in my apartment, wondering if things would have gone differently if we'd gotten that stupid grant. Okay, it's not Hypatia. Mostly, though, I just wonder why we're not together. I still don't understand. I don't know why you had so much pain inside you. I don't know why you let it infect everything we had. I don't know why you couldn't see my love for you, why you twisted everything I said. I was angry and disappointed for so long, but now, I just wish I could have found some way to make that pain go away. I would give anything for that. I wish you were here. Damn. Sag. Okay, vastness. Level 4, vastness. Alright, we need a red connector to get another connector. Red source to get another connector. Alright, that's easy. That's right here. That's almost like trivial. Now we have 2 connectors. And we need to... How do we open that blue door? Oh, it's that one. So, like this. That should open the blue door. We can take this one, go inside, and standing on this will get the blue source, and we need blue to go there. Okay. Oops. So obviously we got this blocking problem again. Huh. Dude, Aravet, that's too dark, bro. This whole first section is all about blocking. Lasers blocking each other and figuring out how to stop them from blocking each other. So, I basically need, like... I think I need this to connect to that. Right? And then this laser will now block that one. I don't need this gate to be open anymore, and we're through. Easy peasy. That's
With
another
that
level?
focus on the self,
No.
also came an enormous
That's a level
and
we've already played.
increasingly overwhelming fear of death. The pleasure of existence seemed almost erased by the possibility of its ending. If it was possible not to be, if the self had an ending, even in the distant future, then how could anything have meaning? I spent far too much time imagining that last moment, the moment just before I stopped existing. How could I possibly face that?
There's 16 levels in this area. What is this tree doing here? This tree looks sus. Whoa. Whoa, there's really some stuff up there, huh? I didn't realize. The Talos 2 music. Oh, hello. Got another flame. This is like the Grand Canyon. Oh my god. What? What? What a view. Jump. All right, Airpath. Whee! We spawn back at this hub area, I guess. We can't die. We're in the Matrix. If you die in the Matrix, you die out here. But those rules don't apply here. Puzzle 6 is the one I got stuck on for a while, but I didn't probably understand how I solved 5. Oh, interesting. Okay. Lily pads, water. Dude. Oh, this is like a shortcut to 7 already. I wonder if there's more flames to collect over here. Is it really just me? Does anybody else feel like their eyes are feeling kind of weird? Like, watching this game? It feels like the background is constantly like blurry or grainy or out of focus or something. I wonder if there's a setting for this. Is it because of my background frame rate limit? What if I change this to unlimited? No, it still has this like really weird effect. Maybe it is just my eyes. It feels like the background... Why is the background so out of focus? I don't know. Am I going crazy, chat? Tell me. What's your anti-aliasing set to? Looks blurry? Yeah. Anti-aliasing. High. Off? Low? Ultra? Oh, let's do low. Anti-aliasing reduces jaggy artifacts along geometry edges. Increasing the setting will make edges look smoother but can reduce performance. Okay, we set it to low. Is that any better? I feel like it's a... Is it just in my head? It feels like a little bit better. But it might just be because I'm closer to this wall now. Like, look, if we're here, It's still a little bit of the motion blur. But motion blur is set to 0, right? Yeah, it's set to 0. Usually a depth of... You want to make it higher or smoother? Okay, we can try anti-aliasing to ultra. Depth of field? Depth of field. Or bloom. Like, it feels like there's motion blur, even though I have it set to 0. But you guys see, like, the stuff in the background all has this, like, grainy effect to it. And I didn't have this problem with the first game, with the original. I wonder if I load up the original game, if I will have this issue or not. I see artifact pop in. Oh, okay. What does that mean exactly? Oh, wait, the resolution. Why is it on 1600 by 900? Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is. Well, I need to like make this smaller now. Why the hell is it on 1900? That might be what it is because it's not my native monitor resolution. I think that's why. It feels better. It feels better. I think it was like stretching. It was stretching those pixels. That is definitely a big deal, yeah. Anti-aliasing, I'm gonna put back to... Anti-aliasing, I'm gonna put back to... low? This feels like there's more motion blur now when I move. Anti-aliasing. Ultra. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know anymore, but it feels better. Alright, here's level 8. Is this level 5? This is level 5. We're back around to the beginning. Alright. Chain. What do we got? This is the ending. We need to deactivate this blue wall, which is connected to... Connected to... What? What does this do? Okay, it lowers the wall. It's connected to that red receiver. Hard to say what your image and what your image compression is from streaming for us. Yeah, that's true though. It might change. Holy crap, what is happening? Oh my god. Okay, so each one of these receivers opens up a blue gate. And this is connected to that. So we need to have some split right here where like the red is connected to all of these. The blue is not connected to anything right now. So what I basically need to do is I need to connect the blue to like all of these, right? I can't connect it directly to receiver because there's a glass there. But I need to connect it to all of these. And then find a way to block... Oh, jeez. So, this one is blue? Wait, what the fuck happened here? So this is the last one I connected to. Why is this one still blue? Because it's receiving the blue from this connector? So this connector is giving this blue, this connector is giving this red. Why is this not red? Huh? I thought it would be like, all right, this connector has blue source giving to it. This connector has blue source giving to it. This connector tries to give red to this one. This one tries to give blue to this one. I thought this blank line would have been shifted over one. Okay, so what happens if I remove that one? Okay. Well, like, we're almost there, right? We just need to go, like, back one more. Am I gonna remove this one? No. Okay, what the hell is happening? Yeah, I can see why you didn't understand this. So I think you just, like, remove this one, and this is probably the solution. This is the solution, but why is this the solution? Why is this the solution, though? Oh. I am confused. You want to explain your work, yeah. Okay, so this side has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red pylons. This side is 1, 2, or connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it doesn't make any sense. This connector is directly getting from the source, and it is the 5th one. This. Okay. Maybe because. Okay. It has like, yeah. It has something like what Fnatic is saying. Something about the strength of the signal. So if you look at this connector, right? How many connections is it away from the source, the original source? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connections away from the source. This one is like a tier 1 connection. Tier 1 connection. This is like a tier 2 connection, tier 3 connection, tier 4 connection, tier 5 connection. And if you look at this connector is also a tier 5 connection because it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connectors away from the source, right? And so if we had connected this one, this now becomes a tier 4 connection, and the tier 4 connection, this is a tier 4 connection, this is a tier 4 connection, so they cancel each other out in terms of strength, and then this becomes nothing. So that's what it is. You have to look at how many connections, how many nodes away from the source you are. There we go. Nice. Okay. We got the crucial information. Could it be simpler?
Looking back, it's embarrassing how solipsistic I became. I really thought that I could construct my identity without any reference to the outside world. Like I could just will myself into existence. But it just didn't work. And it made me miserable. Everything felt hollow and meaningless, overshadowed by the idea of death. There was something I wasn't seeing.
She's obsessed with
something
death.
I needed, but I couldn't figure out what it was.
Could it be simpler? Wait, are you asking me if I could like explain it in simpler terms? I think this is already simple enough, right? Like how many connections it's away from the source? Could my solution be simpler? It could just be this onto, was it this one? This one. So it could be like that. Yeah, there's waste, all these connections are wasted. Is this what you were looking for? because all these connectors are connected, right, to each other. Okay. Nice. Alright, I think we're gonna go this way. That's all you know. Okay. Nice. That's good. It's good to think about that. This is 7. Where's 6? All systems compromised. Recoverable files. Everyday Sublime. By A.D. Markham. Love must matter to the philosopher because it is at its core the one undisputed presence of the sublime in our lives. Even when it is failed love, unrequited love, or entirely imagined love, it is like a vast monolith towering over us, humbling, uplifting, frightening. Those who deny its presence can be safely disregarded as fools. They know it is there, they are simply afraid. But equally, the philosopher must consider that in the great matters of history, love matters not one jot. The Nazarene commanded his followers to love their enemies, but they did not, and wrote 1,000 books of excuses for this failure. Therein is revealed the purpose of the human struggle. Confessions by Penelope Heliopolo. To me, the idea that my soul, my essence, could fall in love with another being and then maintain that love unblemished for eternity seems utterly impossible. My experience of love has been catastrophe, embarrassment, and disappointment, but this is precisely why I refuse to surrender, why I choose to believe against all precedent that I will find the one for me, and that our love will last forever. You can laugh at this absurd and contradictory belief, but it is not, but it will not waver. Faith is not a matter of the past, of miracles witnessed or saints observed, but of the future that ought to be written. This is a crash course on ontology. Wait, what is ontology? Pickering manuscript by William Blake. This is the guy that's quoted at the beginning of the game, right? Seek love in the pity of others' woe, in the gentle relief of another's care, in the darkness of night and the winter's snow, in the naked and outcast. Seek love there. This is 8? Okay, so then this is 6. I feel like I'm missing a Prometheus flame here, but whatever. The nature of existence and being, philosophical study. Ah, okay. We've got already charged accumulators, blue and red. There's the sources here. 2 connectors. What the heck is this? This is glass? This we can walk through. There's a connector here, and you can have this connection come through here, but you can't bring the connectors or the accumulators in here. This given blue will get to that. Okay, so same concept. Same exact concept, right? And then there's also an entryway here. So, So basically what we need to do is we need to move these 2 connectors over to this side. We have blue charging that, this charging this, this charging this. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 connections. And then we need that to be 4 connections, which there are. And red goes here. Nice. This is so much easier when you actually understand what you did in level 5, huh? Yeah. If you don't understand this concept, this would be confusing as fuck. But we need both connectors on the blue side because the blue side is shorter.
Everything changed when we started spending more
The
time
Fire
with each
Nation
other.
attacked.
Do you remember that night when we found the old library in the Dead City? It was just after the Stampede, and we were all a bit shaken up. Byron read to us from one of the books, and later,
Byron.
you and I started arguing about one of the poems. And your perspective was so different
What?
and interesting, and I just kept wanting to hear more.
Hold on one sec. Okay, we're back. This first puzzle is so easy to solve by iterative changes. Just like you, I lit them all up and moved them back one at a time until I got it solved. Okay. But you didn't, like, try to figure out why that was correct. Whoa, what is over here? 404. Like, error 404? File not found? This is death, right? I think. It looks like death. That's all there is here? I thought I would get a Prometheus flame or something. Alright, let's try this. Whee! Yeah. It is, I tested it. Something warning about safe zone. Okay, we are at the entrance to 6. 6 we already did. Okay. Let's go to 7. But what is that 404 hatch thing? Maybe something that unlocks later on. Domino effect. So it looks like these puzzles are grouped in 4s with like similar themes, right? What is happening here? All these bird statues. This switch lowers again. Is this just for dramatic effect? Like, does the switch actually do anything? Like, they could just enter the level with like this, right? I feel like it's just for dramatic effect and somehow like meant to intimidate you or something. Hold on. I'll be right back in 1 minute, guys. Okay, we're back. Thanks for your patience. Behold the complexity of this next puzzle. Okay, so it looks very similar, right, to 5. We just gotta figure out, like... there's another little problem, is... These fences are blocking everything. Huh? So how do we get the height necessary for us to get to one of these connectors? Hold it above your head. That's funny, Fanatic. That is thinking outside the box. But yeah, when you hold it, it's not active. None of the connectors are active. What's over here? I'm trying to see if we can like jump on this thing. Seriously? And I can't turn this off again? Can I like drop it on this thing? No. Okay. Oh. There are gaps in between the fences. Okay. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we want this to be 1, 2, 3. So we need, like, I think we need blue, like, here? Okay, that's done. And then we need... So this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need red to be 5. So I think we go red here, all the way over here, which is 5. That's good. And then we need a blue here that goes right here to be also a tier 2 connection, and those two block each other out. Nice. Got him. Nice.
I never really understood the appeal of philosophers who tell us that everything is one. If everything is just a reflection of yourself, an endless hall of mirrors, there's nothing to connect with. And what I realized through our conversations is that everything beautiful happens in that space of connection between one person and another, and between people and the world. That gap between us is necessary, because without it, without separation, there can be no transcendence.
What is that? It looks so weird from a distance. Okay. Where was the QR code? I wish to see more of this world's beauty, but there is something limited about this place. It is not enough. Concatenation. That's like when you like smush together two words or two series of characters and make one bigger word, right? Okay, pressure plate opens this blue gate to get blue source, and then we can connect to this connector, which goes one connector, two connectors. It's a function in Excel, yeah. It's to concatenate two strings together to make a bigger string. That's how I know it as well. So basically any German word, yeah. All right, what is needed to open this? We need to activate all of these receivers to open that. Okay, so this will be one connector, two connector, three connectors. And then we need, so that's a tier 3 connection. And then we need this to be a tier 3 connection. Which means the source needs to go directly there. Okay, wait, what? But I can't get the source to go directly there. It has to be, at minimum, a tier 4 connection. Or, oh man. Could I, like, connect that to this and go, like, here? Why doesn't that work? Dang it! Ah. I cheated! Oh, is that the intended solution, though? I don't know if that's the intended solution. I don't want to connect to the freaking connect. I don't want to connect to that. I want to connect to this. It worked. It's open. So this is just a red herring? Pokemon, is this how you did it? With this angle to connect to this one directly instead of this one? It's kind of bullshit if you ask me. No, that's not how you did it. Okay, so they basically left a loophole in there where you could looks like barely get the angle to go through this corner. I didn't cheat the angle. Okay. So basically, if we don't cheat the angle, and we have this connect to this. We basically need to insert this connector in between that laser and this laser. But it's all fenced off here. So what the heck? So what the heck? I actually don't know how to solve this. Not immediately apparent to me. Because I can't take that connector out. If I could take the connector out onto the blue side, that would be easy. What if I... Okay. That's how you do it. You unconnect that, and you basically add one extra connector to it, to the chain. This is now a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. And so... like that. That's open. Whee! You add a filler step, yeah.
Once I understood that meaning comes from the interaction of the self with the world, I found it easier to be patient, to be kind. I reminded myself that other people are just like me, and nobody really knows exactly what they're doing. And the more I allowed myself to open up, the more interesting and complex our interactions became, and the more meaningful.
We have roughly 50% of Cerebai's personality matrix reconstructed.
Nice.
Who'd have thought that 1K would have made such a good necromancer?
Dude, is this just for flavor? Are we supposed to be able to unlock this somehow? It says 404. Where can we use the number 404? Chekhov's gun? Yeah. There must be a purpose for it. Oh, I saw like a numpad on that wall or something. Okay, we go back to the hub. I wonder if there's gonna be any like connector make connections outside of the level, bring things outside of the level sort of shenanigans in the DLC. Oh, damn. Holy crap. That is a big ball. Level 9. So we can maybe expect a different theme for these levels. This is a very tiny door, very narrow door. I'm like one sandwich away from not fitting through this gate. Causation Nexus. What does that mean? Causation Nexus. Okay, so we have blue laser source getting blocked by this. Okay, so we need blue. We need blue to arrive here, while red arrives here, which will do what? It'll turn off all of these gates. There's four gates above my head here, and then the box will drop to the bottom, and then we can use the box to stand on this. Wait, what? No. Yeah. Wait, what? No, we just use the box to jump onto this and get Sarabai's memory fragment. What do we have to work with? Oh. Oh, is it really like... Wait, what? So, we don't... It's now past the first layer. So we're gonna drop it one at a time, instead of all four at the same time. We block this. I still need something to go stand there, though. Oh! Wait, why did this work? Why did this work? Why is this not receiving? Oh. Because once you make the blue dominant, it'll block the red from activating. And when you make the red dominant, it'll block the blue from activating. So now red is dominant and red blocks the blue going to the source. And now we press this and it drops another. Then we do this and we turn blue on, we turn red off. Stand on this and it's down. We got the block and we go here. Nice. That was level 9. So what did we learn?
It's funny though, when I think about it, that I still didn't know what to call what I was experiencing. I guess love seemed like a term that only applied to our ancestors, with their hormones and instincts and strange fleshy organs. Surely we were too different to experience that. And the really funny thing is that I was thinking exactly like an ancient human child, pretending I was above it all.
So this game is saying love is not some chemical reaction. Found a Prometheus flame all the way out here in the desert. How far does this stretch? What the heck is that? Is that a tree? Exiting designated safe zone. Oh, how do we get there? Why is there a tree in the middle of the desert? System integrity compromised. We didn't make it. Dude, that's so bait. That's such bait by the devs. Now I'm gonna be wondering if you can actually make it over there or not. I'm gonna see what's on the right side here. Anything? Seems like nothing. Alright, come back. Same thing with the 404. Really makes me wonder. Non nobis solum. Is that Latin? 17 questions about reality by Cassis Green. Cicero correctly observed that we are not born for ourselves alone. Aristotle likewise pointed out that man is a social animal. Plato's Symposium depicts characters praising the spiritual and philosophical importance of love, with Socrates arguing for the more abstract notion of learning to love the form of beauty itself, which honestly seems a little onanistic if you ask me. Jesus placed love above all other considerations, demanding that people even love their enemies. But if we all agree that love is so important, why is love so rarely taken into consideration by the system we live in? It may seem like a naive question, but think about the sheer moral and intellectual weight behind the idea that love matters. Why is our reality so out of step with our philosophy? Are you laughing at my onanistic? Atopia. File 2 damage to recover. So I think in the original game, in the base game, I think there were also like, was it hex? Yeah, this is like hex. Like you could translate these hex code into some sentence, but I tried to do it before. I don't know what I was doing wrong. It was coming out as gibberish. It means like intellectual jerking off. Okay. Like stroking your own intellectual ego. I get it. The Truth. The Blue Note by Bally Steele. You want to know the truth about love? Nobody knows what they're doing. It's all improv, man. It's 2 million years of people muddling through. 2 million? What? Have people been around for 2 million years? I actually don't know. Seems like a really long time. Maybe if you go all the way back and consider like Homo erectus, it might be 2 million. Seems like too long. Prophets and messiahs and philosophers declare that love is what it's all about, and we go, yeah, that's right. And then we try and we fail, and we hurt each other, and we try again, and we have moments of fucking transcendence, and then we think about, and then we think with the wrong organ, and we make a mess of everything, and on it goes forever and ever, amen. You know, the craziest part, you can go through all the shit that I did, end up with a body like an old rag and a brain full of holes, and still to your dying day, you'll go, yeah, it was love. Love for my family, my friends, my music, and even my fucking ex-wife. It was all about love, and every time I forgot that I fucked myself like a fucking moron. Okay. Okay, that has been deciphered. We're going to level 10. Incarnation. Okay. If we lower this blue door, we'll have red at this connector, which will self-sustain, and also give red to this connector, which then does nothing with it. But it blocks this. We need to block the blue from getting to this red so that the source can go here. Wait, what? Okay, so we physically block so that that opens up, and now it's self-fulfilling. Now it's self-fulfilling, and why is this turned off now? Because this is now blocking this blue laser, and now we block this one, and that one starts, and it goes there, and that's open. And then, do we need anything else? Let me see, we go through here, we go through here, we go through here, we go through here. And, okay, I need blue to get there, so I... That is a real problem, isn't it? I need to look at this. Still better than Midnight Sun's heroes talking about Egyptian pharaohs living 100,000 years ago. Oh. Okay, what? Okay, I see. This is self-sustaining. This source to this receiver will self-sustain this blue door, holding it down. So we just need to temporarily get this over. So I need to get rid of the red. I need to get rid of this while being on this side. So we go here, turn that off, come over this way, and then also block this, which then... Okay, and then we block this so that this turns that red back on. Oh, fuck. Oh no, we're stuck forever. Damn it. Okay. All right. We kind of know what we're doing though. We kind of know what we're doing. We block this. Turn on the red. Then block this. Turn on the blue. Then go through here. Block this. Turn off the red. Then go through here. Block this. That gate is now self-fulfilling. And now all we need to do is figure out how to get out. How do I get out? We block this, right? We block this blue source. Yes, okay. And then that red turns back on, and we're through. Are we supposed to be able to decipher
What
this
I'd never
hieroglyphics?
considered was that stripped of biological necessity and physical need, as well as all the strange stigmas and taboos our ancestors associated with their bodies. Love might be more pure, more powerful. That we can love with fewer distractions than they could. And so the experience is all the more overwhelming. I do think we should learn to simulate some of those biological processes. Would be fun.
Bow chicka bow wow. What do we got over here? What was that? What the heck was that? That was something like flickered. Right? Yeah. Huh? Like there's a glitch in the matrix. It happens every time we kind of run through here. There's an eye on this. All systems compromised. Loading text interface, error. Loading unknown, done. Loading subroutine manager, done. What? Hello? Who? I'm 1K. What's your name? Silly name. Nice to meet you, silly name. Doesn't seem sillier than Miltohim. Lol, you met other me. Miltohim. Wait, was that who we met in that like weird when we went into our own subconsciousness with that device? I did. You were a little bit more articulate. My own version of you. He gave me valuable advice. I think so. Probably elaborate joke or sincere plea. What can I do to help you? Fix Sarabai. Will also fix me. Me back on beach. Sarabai back with Hypatia. Aw. You'll be back to your island soon. Good. Hey, what's the meaning of life again? Helping me. I'll get back to work. Finally. Interact with an old friend in Orpheus Ascending. Huh. Nice little Easter egg reference. Miltohim. Okay, this is gonna go out of bounds again, right? Pretty soon. Exiting safe zone. I wonder if that tree there is supposed to be like a philosophical statement. Like, see how many times you're willing to run into out of bounds and kill yourself to try to get to that tree. Oh, I see green lasers. I haven't seen green lasers yet. So far. Alright, what level are we at? We're at this one, right? 11? Breakthrough. Breakthrough. We've got a blue source. We've got inverter. Inverter. Oh god, it's this thing again. Dude, this was the hard level. This is probably the, like, level 2 is probably the hardest level that I've had so far. And it's like very similar, except both of these inverters on this side. What happens if I invert green? I don't output anything. Why is it green then? Shit. Okay, what if I do that? Okay, and now I can go through the middle. I can send red through the middle to there, right? So basically, all I need to do... Wait, why did it shut off now? Huh? Oh, I don't want to connect this. Yeah, so all I need to do now is like... Okay, where's the other inverter? We take red, or we take blue, invert it to red, and then we use this to block that, and we unconnect this with that. No, unconnect that with that. Yeah. So this is kind of like how you did it, Pokemon, how you did, I guess, like, similar idea, how you did level 2. Like you said, parting the Red Sea. You have one that blocks these two, and then the other one that blocks that one, and then the middle is free, which allows you to connect this way. So, I mean, it was basically the same puzzle again. It was very, very similar. Except
when
using
we started living
inverters instead of
together, I
connectors.
thought I'd figured it all out. Everything would be smooth sailing from now on. I still had so much to learn about love. Even for us, it's messy. You find someone who seems to be the perfect match for you, who seems necessary in your life. And then you realize all the ways in which you don't fit together at all. Because nothing in this world is perfect.
Hey Esther, which decks or decks do you think can be the most OP deck this month? Asking for a friend who came back to the game lately. Huh. I feel like it's probably either some form of harmony with all the buffs that Squirtle Harmony got. I feel like it's probably some form of harmony, although I personally haven't played it enough to really get a good confident saying of which one it might be. Yeah, harmony with, for easy and powerful use, I agree with Pokemon. Easy and powerful use, harmony with Call of Harmony Leader, but I don't think it's as good as the Guerrilla Tactics version with Shiro. Because the Shiro one gives you like more control, more like big point swing potential, more long round potential. And other factions, I would say like Monsters Death Wish is pretty good. Monsters V is actually pretty good and also easy to play. And then Nilfgaard Shoop Soldiers has been very well performing and feels really good and like has answers to everything. Okay. This level is called Switchboard. And you can find all those deck lists in my exclamation deck spreadsheet. This one is called Switchboard. What do we need? We have 2 connectors. We need to activate that one up there, and that one. We need to activate all 3 of these receivers in order to open that gate. Okay. So... oh, sorry. And they all need to be open at the same time. They all need to be on at the same time. So, I think we have to, like, connect this to this to make a more direct, or no, this to that to make a more direct source. I'm gonna unclick that one first. We make a more direct source to that connector so that it blocks the red and gets there. So that's one done. And then I also need this to go like, oh, what the heck? You're welcome, Esther. What the heck? Okay, what if I do that? So that's on. And then I use this one to make red like here? Oh, what did I connect? No, I don't want that. Oops. Not quite. Okay, maybe this one needs to unselect that and select this instead. And this one needs to unselect this and select that one instead. Oh, I'm so close. Okay, we've got the red active, right? How do we get the blue active here? So this node, this connector is tier 2. From that source, tier 1, tier 2. And right now we also have tier 2. Using this, we also have tier 2, tier 1, tier 2. That's why that connector is not outputting anything, because it's tied between red and blue. So I think we need to like do this maybe? But now this will stop this from activating. Deselect this and select this one? Oh, it's... Yes, it worked! Yes. Okay, so... I need this one to... This one was a tier 2. This is a tier 3. Which means it doesn't override that, because that one's a tier 3 as well. And then this one... normally would be a tier 2, which this one is a tier 3, which means that normally this would be stronger. It would be red sending to this, and this would not actually make it blue. But because we also send blue to this, we've kind of made this like a neutral node. Because it's a tier 2 red and a tier 2 blue, it's become neutral and no longer outputs anything, which lets this tier 3 actually be the highest priority for this receiver. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's an interesting way of testing your mastery of these.
The ancients believed that love
priority
could be
stuff.
eternal, but I'll admit that sometimes it seemed impossible to continue. Sometimes I thought you were unfair, or cruel, or just incomprehensible. I'm sure you thought the same about me. And I'm sure that sometimes you were right. No wonder all the ancient love songs repeat the same themes. Longing, happiness, regret, and forgiveness. I want you. I love you. I miss you.
Oh.
Forgive me.
Ah! I hope she was finished. No, it kept me all the way back here. Damn it. I thought there would be like a Prometheus flame on that cliff over there. Made it kind of seem, you know, hard to get to. Wait, what level is that? Is that a new one? There's a thing there. She doesn't love you, she just says that so she can play around with Gwent with you. Using me for my Gwent. I'm only an echo of the one that was me, but I'm comforted in knowing that something persists. Uriel 4. Uriel was one of the robots' names in the first game. Message 504. From Hypatia to Sarabai. I miss you. It's not that I need to be around you every minute of every day, but talking about our experiences together has become such an essential part of how I interact with the world that your absence is a huge void. I feel unbalanced and events seem less real when I haven't discussed them with you. Maybe that sounds clinical and selfish, but I'm trying to explain something that I felt incredibly strongly this last month. We're better together in a way that's more like multiplication than addition. It's not just you and me, it's us. When you get back, let's go something. Wasn't Uriel Worm Boss in Diablo 2? I don't know. Maybe. It's been too long. I only remember Baal, Mephisto, and somebody else? Who was the third one? Howard's End by E.M. Forster. Was it Diablo? Maybe this third one was Diablo. Yeah, maybe it was Baal, Mephisto, and Diablo. It did not seem so difficult. She need trouble him with no gift of her own. She would only point out the salvation that was latent in his own soul, in the soul of every man. Only connect. That was the whole of her sermon. Only connect the prose and the passion, and both will be exalted, and human love will be seen at its height. Live in fragments no longer, only connect, and the beast and the monk, robbed of the isolation that is life, to either will die. Nor was the message difficult to give. It need not take the form of good talking. By quiet indications, the bridge would be built and span their lives with beauty, but she failed. Lord was Mephisto? Okay. Then I don't remember. Death of Goth. Goeth. Precious is the new light of knowledge which our teacher conquers for us, yet small to the new light of love which also we derive from him. Okay, I can't understand this. Like, I don't know, I'm not in the mood to comb through that. Why is it 13 over here? Extension! Okay, so this is the first level of this section, right? So new theme. There's two connectors in here. We've got a ceiling connector. There's the source. This blocks that source. If we step on it, we've got a connector that we can manipulate, and a whole chain of stuff again. So this door needs both blue and red. And right now it's a tier 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is tier 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why they're canceling here. So I need to make this. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need to get this. I need to get these connectors first. right? Yeah. I need to get these connectors first, so how do I do that? I need red. I can't see anything here. I think I need like this, and then to block this. Okay, but once I let go, okay, I need to use this here, right? That works. Once I let go of that button, the blue will overwrite again. So first step done, and I think it's pretty simple from here. Now that we have 3 connectors, we can artificially extend the priority of the blue. This will be tier 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be tier 6. Then we need I need this to be tier 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so how do I make that tier 6 though? Because it's getting this blue source directly, and that I can't interrupt that. Maybe it's not as easy as I thought. Because it's a 1, 2, 3. That's a tier 3. In order to stop it, in order to make it a tier 6, I have to somehow disrupt. I have to disrupt this connection, or disrupt that connection. What is this? It's just a switch? Wait, does this mean anything special? Oh, it opens that one. Okay. That makes it so much easier. Okay. We needed this because I needed to disrupt that source from that, right? And extend with this source. I didn't see that one at first, and I was like, uh-oh. It was looking kind of impossible.
The worst thing I came to realize as I grew older is there are so many ways to hurt other people. Even without any malice, even when you're just trying to be yourself, you end up doing things that cause real harm. You can read every ethical philosopher in the world and you still won't be able to avoid it. Because that's just how we are. Our interactions with each other can't be fully reduced to some abstract system.
Love isn't an emotion, it's the underlying truth of our existence. The emotion is how we respond when we notice the truth. Ooh, indeed. We've got 4 connectors. This is called data stream. We've got this wall stuff again. And it's very similar. These gates that allow you only to place from a certain angle. You've got a green this time that goes to a green receiver. Data stream. Wait, what? Isn't this just the same? What's the difference? This is the same concept. This is strange. Okay. So we have 4 connectors. We need 1 for this red, 1 for this blue, 1 for this red, 1 for this blue. So we just need to figure out like how to achieve that equilibrium. This red is probably the most limiting. Like I can either have this be a tier 2 red and this be a tier 2 red. I think we want this to be a tier 3 or something. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want this to be a tier 4. I think it should be like this. This is a tier 4. Then we want this to be a 4, 3, 2. Then we want like this. It's still not. It's actually not good enough, right? This is a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get this to be a 6. There's not enough connectors to get this to be a 6. if I did this? And then I move this here. I mean, it's correct for those. Those are all good. But then I don't have another connector to get this. Okay, so it's definitely a harder version. So which tier is this right now? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is tier 4. Well, we could get this to be tier 4 if we had an extra connector. 4, 3, 2, and then 1 here. So is there any way that I can save a connector? In order for this to be a tier 4, I need this extra connector here. Oh, wait, I got an idea. I got an idea. What if we source this one from this one? Is this gonna be good enough? It might still be one off. Oh, it's so close. I just need to move this now. Yeah, let's go. So my main problem was like this is too close to the source. And in order to extend this to be further away from the source, we need to not get this connector directly from the source, but from the other red connector. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is 2, and this is 2. So they cancel each other out. I hope whatever I'm rambling makes sense to you guys.
The fact
about
that
priority
perfection in our interactions is
and
impossible
how close
was a
to the
hard
source
lesson for me
the
to learn.
connectors are.
For the longest time, I always thought the answer was right around the corner. And to be fair, we did learn how to live together without constantly running into problems. But gradually, I realized that the friction would never stop. Because what makes us unique also makes us different. There can be no endpoint to love, no final resolution. And it's because of that imperfection that it can go on forever.
Ah. All the logs are here? Anything interesting here? Cornelius Melville? Okay, yeah. 15, flow control. Like a cave. Okay. Whoa, holy cow. We've got 6 boxes. And boxes can be used to block lasers, I guess. Oh, this is cool. Okay, what do we need to do? We need red here and green here. We have red and we have green. Green source is there, blue source is there. Red source is there. We have a blue source, but oh, we also need blue up here too. Jesus Christ. So blue. The fastest route to blue is 1, 2, 3. This needs to be this is a tier 3 blue. So like I can go and block that. We can go and block this. And now that's a tier 3 blue, and that blue is powered. I guess this is at least a tier 4 red. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so blue is good. This green is getting input from a tier 3 blue and a tier 4 red. So we need this to be a tier 2 green. Okay, or no, or not. How do we even get green to this? Dude, how do we even get green to this? I mean, the only other connection is coming from here, so then if that is blue, then this one needs to be green? And this one can be green if I block that? Okay, let me try. If I block this, then this one is green? And it's a what tier green? It's It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tier 5 green. Why is this green and not blue? Oh, maybe because it does not accept. This is a color. This is already a colored receiver, so it does not accept blue or red. It only accepts green. So that's why the green, it's not like a connector. The blue doesn't, the higher tier blue doesn't necessarily overwrite the lower tier green. And then I need, okay. And then I need like basically this one to be red. So we use this to block this thing going up, and then now that's red. And we also use one more box to block green from going here, and that turns red. Oh no. Okay, I need one last box. This one feels like Cat's Cradle. Yeah. I need to block this here. No, like move it over a little bit. There? Come on. Wait, what's up? What's up? What's happening? I need to block this. Yeah, okay. I need to block that red from getting here. Woohoo! So we used every single box. Okay, nice. Is this how you solved it too, Pokemart? With blue down the middle and then like red and green switching sides. I guess you have to, red and green have to switch sides because that's the source and that's the destination. But I wonder if there's another way to do it. I think there probably is another way to do it, where like instead of the blue going down the middle, the blue goes. Actually, maybe the blue has to go down the middle. It's like, if the blue goes here, then you're blocking the first tier of the red, and the red doesn't go anywhere. So then blue has to go here. And then when blue goes here, then it has to go directly there, right? Yeah, it has to go down the middle, actually. Okay, nice. One more to go.
There's a pattern that I noticed in all the ancient poetry that I read. Young poets would praise love as the only true meaning of life. Middle-aged poets would often disagree. They would argue that love is messy, ugly, selfish, and hard to distinguish from lust. They would mock their younger selves for thinking love so incredibly important, and look for answers elsewhere, or reject answers altogether. And then, arriving at old age, they would return to the beginning and realize it was all about love after all.
All right, we've got red, we've got green, and we've got blue. Okay, so it's a 3-color, 3-receiver thing. I guess we need all 3 receivers to open this. So red needs to go there from there. Green needs to go to the top from here, and blue needs to go from the top to there. Okay, so blue only goes. Oh, we have 2 connectors that we can mess with. So I mean, can't we just like do like this? Maybe that ends up making this blue too high priority. I'm not sure. Well, there's blue, and then like there's red. So what's the problem? The problem is green. This blue, this node, that goes, this node is a tier 1, 2, 3 blue. Oh boy. We only have 2 connectors. If we had 3 connectors, this would be very, very easy. This tier 3 blue is outpowering the green. So I think this is a limiting factor. This blue is always going to be a tier 3 blue. We can't interrupt those. So my first thing is we need to make this stronger than a tier... It has to be at least a tier 3 green. Bare minimum has to be a tier 3 green. We could make it a tier... Wait, what? 1, 2, 3? This is a tier 3 blue. Oh, but it's also a tier 3 green. So we want to make it maybe a tier 3 green. So from here to there, it's a tier 3 green. So this is still blue. And then we can, this blue. This is a tier 4 blue, but a tier 3 red. I mean, this is always going to be a tier 3 red. Fudge. Oh, crap. How do we do this? Can I have, like, one of these connectors also... Oh, okay, wait. So this is a tier 1, 2. I'm going to make that a tier 3 green. So that is both a tier 3 green and a tier 3 red at the same time, which cancels out and becomes like nothing, but it's getting a tier 4 blue. Is that how it works? Tier 3 green and tier 3 red become nothing, and then it allows a tier 4 blue to actually power that. Oh no, that doesn't work because I had a thing there. Fudge! So I have tier 4 blue going in, tier 3 red, tier 3 green going in. This looks very cool. It is really cool. This is the last level of this section. So no wonder it's quite hard. Okay, I got a new idea. We make this a tier 2 green, which accomplishes the same thing, makes that green and doesn't overwrite this. But it allows me to make this a tier 2 green. So now, wait, what the fudge? Damn, I thought it would work because this is no longer receiving anything from this line, and now I think this tier 4 blue could have been okay, but it's also receiving a tier 4 green from over here. Ah! Is there even a path now for red to get here? Red goes here, here, here. I mean, there's not even a path for red to get there anymore. I mean, kind of. There could be. So because we only have 2 connectors, we need one of these. One of these needs to have a natural connection. Instead of, like... Right? One of these needs to kind of have a natural connection to go from the source directly to the... From the source directly to the receiver. Without going through one of our connectors. This node is a tier 4. Except for blue, it's a tier 3. This node is a tier 3 green, or a tier 4 red, or a tier 4 blue. It's tier 3 red, tier 4. Okay. I mean, I kind of have the idea. I feel like I kind of have the idea. Okay, so we take red, right? We take red, and we need to make... This would be a tier 1 red, tier 2 red, tier 3 red. Okay, so I think... Maybe like that? Hey! It worked! Okay, so what do? We made this a tier 1 red, this a tier 2 red, which then gets this red here. This is a tier 2 red. This tries to be a tier 3 red. It also tries to be a tier 3 green, which then does nothing. And allows blue to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, does this actually work? I don't know if this actually works. I guess so. I guess the tier 3 red and the tier 3 green does cancel out and allows this tier 4 blue to actually propagate over here, making this a tier 5 blue, a tier 6 blue, a tier 7 blue. This is a tier 5 blue, but it doesn't get erased because this is nothing. Pretty, like, mind-bending, this last level.
But even love has a context.
Got an achievement?
And the happiness of those who surround us can lift us up, just like their unhappiness can drag us down. As we improved New Jerusalem, things got better between us in subtle ways that affected every interaction. Our flaws never went away, but as the world around us became more forgiving, we became more capable of forgiving each other. That's why I was excited about New Alexandria.
New Alexandria. That was the new city that
We're almost there. Just one more file. This one may be harder to extract than the others.
Uh-oh. Oh god, what the heck is happening? I don't even know what's happening here. So those are connectors, kind of? Yeah, those are connectors behind like a shielded plate. Where are the sources? These are like huge receivers. Heart of Anubis. This is going to be a teleporter, I guess, once we activate everything correctly. We have 2 connectors only that we can play with. There's the blue source. Okay. There's the blue source. There's the red source over there. And there's the green source right there. Okay, and we have how many receivers that we need to activate? 1, 2 greens. We need to activate 2 greens. We need to activate 2 blues, 3 blues, and 2 reds. Huh? Is it 3 blues, 2 greens, 2 reds? 1, 2, 3 blues? Okay. Alright, we can do this. So I think it's slightly asymmetrical, since it looks like there's 3 blues that need to be activated. Alright, where's the blue source? The blue source is over here. So that's a tier 1, a tier 2, that's a tier 2 blue, tier 3 blue, tier 4 blue, tier 4 blue. Okay. Oh my god. What can I even connect with these? I can't connect all of these that have like shields, right? Like that is a shield. This one was kind of annoying to me because of the difficulty of taking in all the information at once. I think the most confusing part for me is like, what can I connect? I can't connect directly to the connector, to the receiver. Like, what can I actually hit with the, oh, that one. Having always to move the camera around to remember where things are. Yeah. Okay, so that one does not have a shield. 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 And that one does not have a shield. So it's 1, 2, 3. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's maybe 8 hubs. No, that one's not even connected. So 9. That one does not have a shield. That's now 9? 9 connectors that we can connect to that don't have a shield. Okay. Check the snowflakes too. It's hard to see. You just kind of sweep the area. The snowflakes. Those have a shield, right? Yeah, I think the snowflakes have a shield. I don't think I can connect to that. But I can connect to the connector. I can connect to all the connectors. The original the sources. So there's actually like 12 things that we can connect to. Okay. So what if we take blue and just go like, what's the closest one to these? Like that one? So this is a tier 2 blue, but it's also a tier 2 red. And that's a tier 2 green. And that's a tier 2 green. This is gross. So this is a tier 2 green. So how can we ever get this to be better than a tier 2 blue? What? Because I can't stop this node from being a tier 2 green. What the fudge? Okay. So I guess what we can do is we can make this, we can make this a tier 2 red, right? And then that'll stop it, it'll cancel it out. Just, we make that a tier 2 red, it'll cancel it out, and then, but I can't, like, I still can't get this to be blue though. I still can't get it to be blue because it's at most a tier 2 blue. So like, what's happening? How come red is going to this now? Oh, right, we said we don't... Oh... Wait... What happens if I do this? Why is red still going? Why is this red? One, two, three, 4, 5. This is like a natural tier 5. Why is there no blue coming to this? There is blue coming to that, but they're all tied. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a tier 4 blue, and that's a tier 4 green, blue, and red. Can I make this better than a tier 4 blue? I don't think so. It would be so much easier to parse on a flat plane. Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to draw to everything with connectors, right? Maybe you could if it was... Yeah, maybe you could. If it was like on the ceiling, all on the ceiling. But then there would be like connections that it couldn't make. because you wouldn't be able to have these connections through the bottom portion. Ha. Gosh darn it. One, two, three. Okay, did that accomplish anything? One, two, three. This is a tier 3 green. 1, 2, 3. This is a tier 3 blue. This is a tier 3 blue and a tier 3 green. Why is it overriding? Oh, because this is a tier 2 green. This tier 2 green blocks this tier 3. This tier 2 green. No. Wait, what? No. This green and this blue are canceling out. That's what's happening. I am fucked. Okay, what if we try... What if we rather than... So right now my approach is I'm trying to get blue first. Maybe what I should be doing is trying to get green first or red first. Maybe that's easier. That's a tier 3 red right there. A tier 3 red. So if I made that a tier 2 green... If I made that a tier 2 green, it would overwrite all the things around it, and boom, we've got double green already. Double green is on. Okay, simple. That's very efficient. What about red? Where's red? Those two. So we want this to be a tier 2 red, right? That to be a tier 2 red. I think you are trying to solve it in... You were trying to solve it in your... What? Fold it in your mind. You can also do the year 10 math thing and mark it out on paper with notation. What were you saying, Pokemon? I think you were trying to solve it in your head. Okay, so we have the 2 greens are on. The 2 reds are on. And then I just need to use these to mess with the reds and greens that are close to the blues. Right? Yes. I need to send this to be a tier 2 red to cancel out. And cancel that one out. And that one out. What? There's some like interference. Okay, so now this node is nothing. This node is also nothing. And now I need this red. And I think I might want to actually... I think it might be useful to like basically block all the nodes around the red. We block all the nodes around the red so the red can't go anywhere. There's 5 nodes around the red, right? And we didn't connect to this node. Connected to this node. We use the green to block all the nodes around the red. That is blue now. Hello? Hello? And then we use the red connector to block all the nodes around the blue. Or sorry, all the nodes around the green. Red connector blocks all the nodes around the green? Wait, what? Why did this become... Fuck, what did I do? Okay, why did that become green? Directly from the source to here. Oh, this is a tier... This is a tier 2. No, that should be fine, right? I think this should work. Yeah. Okay. We needed the blue. So that's why our first attempts were so futile, because we need both of these 2 colors to be red and green. We needed the blue to be the one that naturally occurs, because you can't actually replace the you can't like overwrite the tiles that you're trying to overwrite that are close to the blues. But this one is like a far away from red. This is like a tier 3 red, whereas this one's a tier 2 green, right? And this is a tier 2 red. Nice, yeah, what I realized is that the red and green are going to be direct conversions and blue is going to be solved by passive conversion. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just getting at. Because it's asymmetrical. Here we go! Alright, we are at the top. Oh my god, we're gonna fall. Is there more? Like, I wonder if there's stuff on these floating islands, too. This is the last fragment, they said.
When I saw the explosion coming, I knew it was the end.
Oh.
My end.
In New Alexandria.
The power plant was gone. The backup center was collapsing. The street was cracking open. And the fireball was about to engulf me. In that millisecond, I shut down every process except my mind. I turned off my audio-visual input. I rerouted all of my power, pushed my processor to the breaking point. Time slowed down.
Ooh.
I didn't think about regret. I didn't think about death.
Those eyes.
I spent every last moment I could scrape together thinking
Aww.
about you.
Oh man. That's pretty touching. Teared up a little bit. You could possibly do something.
You did it. Come to the extraction point and I'll pull you out.
This is odd. We have Sarabai's complete memory archive, but there's still
Horrendous
some
stuff.
file fragments left in the system.
Well, you can look for them if you want to, 1K. I know you're always curious, but what matters is that we've got Sarabai.
Recover the mysterious file 0/3. Where do we even go for that, though? Is that the error 404 thing? Or is it like on these islands? I feel like it should be on these islands, right? There's one island there, one island there, and then one island there. And there's another island here. You can also do something with prerequisites and then formulate from there. Since you know it's already solvable, you could then identify requirements and drill all the way down. Can you give me an example of how to start that line, like, thought process? So, you use the fact that you know it's solvable, and then what? Identify one certainty and drill backwards. Okay. What is your one certainty that you would identify? You might go, for X, solve these other nodes must be exactly this or at least level Y. I mean, I feel like that's kind of what I did, right? That's kind of what I did. It's like, this red node is going to be a tier 1, 2, 3 green. It's going to be a tier 3 green. So, like, this is going to be a tier 2 green. So the best thing we can do is cancel out the tier 2 green with a tier 2 something else. And then make this red so that it spreads to this and this. I don't know. I'm not sure what the difference is. Basically how you say it's best to start from the endpoint and work backwards. Sure. Yeah. It's kind of tricky with this one though. Alright, are we meant to get to these islands? Where are the files? Recover the mysterious file. There are still some file fragments left in the system. You can look for them if you want to. 1K. File fragments. You can't watch any more puzzles? I stopped when I got to the final 3 hard puzzles. Now I have to play ahead some. Final 3 hard puzzles. Are those associated with the file fragments? Before you leave, though, I don't think I fully understand what these file fragments, what I have to do to get these file fragments. Basically, the Golden Gate puzzles for this area. Ah! Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I got that falling feeling in my stomach. This is solved now, even though this is... Go back down and solve... Okay. That's what I kind of wanted to know, was like... If we were supposed to try to go back down, or we're supposed to try to get up to those islands. Exit simulation? Oh. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, the golden... Right, the door. Oh, right. The golden gate at the beginning of the whole thing. I forgot that I saw this. Yeah, they're down here. Okay. Thanks, Pokemart. See you later if you're not going to stick around, since you don't want to be spoiled. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will probably try to solve these, give them a go. But I have max 30 minutes before I have to leave. So I won't have a lot of time to try these. I never knew how much beauty there was in people. Every person contains a world. In no particular order. Hysteresis. Red and blue source. What the heck is this? Whoa. Okay, so this is an automatically moving part of the level that can act as a blocker. What the heck does that mean? What? Okay, so it's a marker that this is associated with turning on that laser, which is also connected to this connector here, and turning this on is associated with... Oh, it flips. Okay, it flips those connectors to the other side. I see. Okay, what's our final goal? There's the file fragment. Our final goal is to open this gate? And how do we get around there? Oh, we want to open this gate as well. Oh, but it flips both sides. I see. Okay, I think I see the issue. Like, I need them to be alternating. So we could do, like, if we turn this off, right? If we turn this off, that one is red, and then we can walk through here. Because only red is feeding to this. But then when we get here, we are stuck, because we need blue to feed to this and red to turn off. So we need... Oh, nice ladders. So we basically need, I think we basically need to have this come over here, and this come over here, like this. Something like this. Something like this. Let me try to see if this works. Looks like the blue is not turning off for long enough. Yeah, I need the blue to be turned off for slightly longer. Now, does that have to do with the angle? I think so, right? Like if I do it like this, I bet it'll be turned off for slightly longer. Let's see. No, I need it. It's not right. It's not in the right position. I need the angle to be a little bit more like this so that. Yes, that'll work. That will work. When blue turns off now, hopefully it should be long enough and then it'll make the gate go down. Oh god, it's so slow! Okay, it does not work. I did not realize how long it actually takes to charge this. It takes like a whole freaking 4 seconds to charge this. Oh, crap. Do you get pushed or does it stop if you block it? Like, if I get in the way, it pushes me. It pushes me. So I need... So look, if we like turn this off and we count how long it takes for this door to close, it's like turn it off 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, like 6 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds for it. It needs to be a really permanent thing. Okay. So this is a tier 1 red. That doesn't do anything. That's just the same as having both of them on permanently. Ha! Fudge. But I know the idea, right? The idea is that it should be set up in a way where it goes through some cycle, and part of the cycle, red is on for like 6 seconds while blue is off, and the other half of the cycle, blue is on for 6 seconds while red is off. So how do we set that up, though? That's the crazy part. That's the difficult part. How do we set that up? Okay, I want to see how long 6 seconds actually is. So it touches this, and does this turn on before this gets over here? It does. It turns on just before it gets all the way over to this side. So I basically need that when the pillar gets to this side, I need somehow that to... What the f... Okay. Right. So I think we're still somewhat like... It's still somewhat like this, right? This is going to be on for more than 6 seconds. And when it gets to this side, it'll temporarily be off. Is it, I mean, is it not this? I think the problem here is that the problem is that as soon as the other color turns over, it stops charging. I need this to be on, and then this. And then when it stops this, I need blue to be active for the whole time. Blue to be active for the whole time. And then when it comes here, I got red to be active for the whole time. I feel like there was a system that kind of did this before. Remember one of the levels? One of the levels today had a setup such that when blue was active, it would stop the red, and when red was active, it would stop the blue. But if you manually started up the red while the blue was active, it would overwrite the blue. And it used interference. So okay. So I got it. So we just like connect that to that, and then we connect this to that. It's got to be somewhat symmetrical system, right? Something like this. Almost. I need this to stop being blue. Why is this blue? Why is this still blue, though? Even though this and this, why is it still blue? Is it because this is a tier 0 blue and this is a tier 1 red? What if I disconnected this from the other connector? Yeah. Wait, is it working? I think it's working. It's open. And then it shuts off. And this blue... Oh, I need to connect... I forgot to connect this. It's working. I think it's working, chat. Oh! Oh? Oh? Yeah, we did it. Nice. That was interesting. Yeah, so it has the same concept of interference.
I'm not sure what this file is.
It's not part of Sarabai's memory archives. And the timestamps are completely broken.
I think I could reconstruct it if I had more data.
Good news for you, 1K. More puzzles.
Yay. Yeah, so when it blocks the red, this stops this red from even getting to this connector. And then when it blocks the blue, that interference stops the blue from even getting to the first connector. So basically, this level was all about achieving the setup that was already pre-built in one of those levels. This idea. Where, like, before, like, in that level, we were the moving pillar, and we had to go and physically go block some stuff. Right? This was the level where there were 4 layers, and there was a box on top of 4 blue gates, and it would fall one at a time. Same concept, except we are building a different part of the system. Clock or fans. Oh god. Fans. Alright, so here's the solution. We need to get into that little spot, which means basically we need to go around the outside. We need this to turn off, which involves getting this blue. Okay, right. So like this, right? How many connectors do we have? We have 3 connectors. Okay. Ugh, shit. But when we turn off this gate, this connects and then turns on the fans. How quickly does that happen? Huh? So we have to leave the middle area. We have to set up something in the middle area, then leave the middle area. And then, I mean, if all the gates are open, then the fan's gonna be on and I can't get through. I basically need to have some setup where it like temporarily opens this long enough for me to squeeze through, but not long enough for this to fully power that. That's gonna take some time to fully power that, right? Like, look, if we connect this, I'm pretty sure the gate will immediately go down. Oh no, once this gate immediately goes down, it still takes some time for the fans to turn on. Yeah. And then I need it to immediately shut off again. Okay, so what's going on with these connections? What's already connected? Nothing. Nothing's actually naturally connected. Okay. Oh god, so it's very symmetrical. It's a very symmetrical system. If we figure out one, we're gonna figure out all of them at the same time. So how can I, there's no moving part in this level. How can I set it up so that this will oscillate, this will turn on and off? It seems very difficult. Huh? That doesn't do anything. Holy. Ah, you see it? Did you see what just happened there? So we have this red going to this blue receiver. And then this green going to the red receiver, which shuts off the green, which then turns on the blue, which then shuts off the... Okay. So... Oh man. I think this needs to be like here. Right? Look, it's working. It's working. I just need to connect this to that. And I need to connect this to that. Oh, oh my god. Wow. That's cool. Oh man, the fan.
I think if you find one more, we can make this work.
It'll probably just turn out to be some old README file someone forgot in there.
How did I even do this? Okay, so what's happening here? Blue is turning, like, this blue is going to this laser, which then goes here, which then shuts off the green from getting to this. which then green stops blocking the red, and so that red starts interfering with the blue. Yeah, that's so cool. And then it's a big cycle. Turning green on disables, or turning blue on disables the red, which turning on blue disables green, which enables red, which turns off blue, which enables green, which turns off red, which enables blue, and then the cycle continues from there. Very, very cool. All right, the last level of this portion of the DLC, Orpheus Ascending. What is it called? Step by step. We have 2 connectors. Can I connect the stuff through here? Yes. 2 connectors. Needs to stay on this side. Needs to stay on this side with the windows. I guess that will let me walk through there. Yes, okay. So I can walk through here. What does this switch do? Okay, we can toggle the gate for the connector. Why would I want to do that though? Oh, because when I toggle this gate, when I toggle this gate down, this blue gate comes up, and when I toggle this gate up, this red laser is allowed to reach the end. Okay. So what's the problem with having this? The problem with having this is that I can no longer go out and manipulate the connectors, but I can have like one of these. I can have one of these down. So here's, I think, how we're gonna try to set it up. We're gonna have this connected to this as well. Oops. Right, and then have both. We have a door on this side and a door on that side, and we can have like this off while this is on, and we can still access that side. And this is doing what? How do I turn off this gate? In order to turn off this gate, I gotta enable this red. Oh, and there's a switch here. I have to physically stand on this switch. If I physically stand on this switch, I can also connect the red to this connector, which will turn off this gate, which will also open that one. Oh my god, there's so many steps. Okay, hold on, let's see. We go out, we use the red, we connect to that one. We use the blue, we connect to that one. Oh no, that's gonna... I think that's gonna be an issue. Okay, so maybe we don't use the blue yet, but I think it's gonna be a problem because I think it's gonna have, like, I'm gonna eventually need both of them to be active at the same time, right? Yeah, like I need the blue now to be active over there. Step by step. What happens if I pull this down? And then do this. Okay, so it's like almost there. Where is this going? This is going all the way up toward... I can't even see what's down there. But there's a connector that goes all the way over there. And oh, that connection was self-sustained. That connection will self-sustain. If I can... I believe... Right? If I can open this gate and that gate, this red laser will go all the way over there, connect to this, and self-sustain it open. And this blue laser, if it goes... What's blocking it? This gate is blocking it? Okay. Oh, this gate is... It's one step away from self-sustaining, so I just need to open this gate. But how do I get blue source from here without blocking this red laser? Wait, it's already self-sustaining. Oh, okay, wait, no, we're good, we're good. It's already self-sustaining there. I need to turn this off and come through here. Then line this up with that. Undo this one. Come back through here, turn that off, stand on this switch. And now that's self-sustaining and that's self-sustaining. And then the next step, we go do the next step and we come back. Oh, but if I turn this off, it's no longer gonna be self-sustaining. Yikes. Okay, but I think we turned this one off. We turned this one off. Oh no. It's no good. It's no good. Something messed up. So we gotta redo this. Should I try to connect also to that? Oh, I can't see that. Never mind. So this is currently self-sustaining open. And what do we want to do? We wanted to turn this off. Come through here. This is what we did last time. We don't need that. We'll connect this. Come back through here. Turn this off. Now we have self-sustaining 2. And how do I get this last one? To get this last one, I gotta connect this one. Right? Oh. Maybe what we need to do is we need to have this red laser source also connected to this. And then we can connect that to this and then we physically block this. That could be a solution. So we gotta start over again. Will that work? I physically block this after it self-sustains. Yeah, I think it could work. Okay, let's go again. Let's go again. Turn this off. Open this. Go here. So that one's still self-sustained, right? So what do we need to do here? We need the blue to take a source from this as well, and also to connect to this. Like that. It's currently turned off. But we throw this switch on. We block this connection. Oh, but I can't block this connection and stand there at the same time. Damn it. Like if I stand here, it doesn't do anything because that one's like conflicted. Oh, wait. Okay, I have an idea. What if instead of taking the direct connection from that red, we connect from that one? That will work, right? Now we self-sustain this, and now we go and block the blue source from hitting this, and it becomes red. I still need to stand there, though. We're very close. Oh, we're very, very close. I have to go in like 4 minutes. I need to find a way to block this laser and also stand on that at the same time. I don't know if that's possible. I basically need red to go. I need red to go to this connector. Red to go to this connector while this is holding down. I mean, don't I just need to connect that to this? But if I connect that to this, it will interfere with this. It'll interfere with this one and we'll never get that one up in the first place. Once I get in here, I can't switch this off again, because if I switch this off again, I lose the self-sustain. Which means I can't go back over to this side. I need to have everything set up before I come in and self-sustain that one. What kind of setup can I do so that... Well, I could have this one be the source of blue? No, because that's tier 1 red. The main problem is they crisscross. Could I temporarily turn off this one? Have it emit nothing? I'm gonna try a different setup here. Let me try a different setup here. I'm gonna take red from this and go here. Is that good? And then also... And I also need to connect to this. And then I need to connect to that. I think this will maybe work. Holy shit, maybe not. Maybe not. What is happening here? This is blocking the blue laser from reaching this. So I can come through this way right now. Is there any chance that this will be blue? No, because I'm not getting blue. If I go through there, turn off that switch. Crap, I'm out of time. If I go through... Ah! Does this work? Does this somehow work? Can I connect to this? What have I done? Okay. So if I come, let's try this. If I come through here and I block this, but the problem is this is not connected to that. let's lock this, then this is, wait, we want blue to be connected to this. Which means we want this to be blue, which means we need to do this. Okay, I think we're so close. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. I think I need to get rid of... Maybe I need to get rid of this connection? What's the connection I need to get rid of first of all? I need to get rid of this connection, I think. Okay, let me see. If I got rid of this connection, and turn this off, and we also lock this. Oh, but once I undo this, this is a tier 1 red. One more thing, one more try before we have to go. Get rid of that. I'm gonna connect this there. Get rid of that. And then I'm gonna connect this there. No, I can't do that, right? I can't do that because... Okay. Will this work? No, that's too high of a well, why do I have this? Why do I even have that connected to that, though? Undo that connection. That part is okay, but now I need to turn this into red, and that is the main problem. That's still the same problem. Once I move this turns to blue. Okay, well, I gotta go. So we're stuck on the very last optional puzzle. Damn. All right. Okay, thank you guys. Oh, saved 11 minutes ago. That's fine, I think, right? I mean, what we can do is we can try to exit this and see if it's saved 2 seconds ago. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy Talos Principle 2, but yeah, that level is definitely hard. These puzzles are harder, I think, than the base game. These puzzles are definitely harder than the base game. So I'm enjoying them, and we'll see how the other two, I'm guessing the other two sections are going to be even harder. But I'm hoping that we can finish it by the end of this week. Maybe hopeful. Alright. Thank you guys so much, as always. Bye now.